Visit us at Swat&Vee channel with your questions to see how best we can help you adjust your process. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel.
In today's video, we are going to let you know the full analysis of the July visa bulletin. Let's get into the video. One of the most significant parts of getting a green card in the US is waiting for your priority date to be current. For those that have invested the time, effort, and money into an immigrant visa, questions arise such as, how long will it take for my date to be current? And, can I speed this process up? We try to provide regular monthly updates on the most recent visa bulletin, analyze the date movements, and predict upcoming months to help answer these questions. This month, we'll go over the July 2023 visa bulletin. If you are new to the green card process, you should learn a few terms and remember to understand the visa bulletin report. First, let's know these terms. Number 1. Priority dates. The first term that you'll hear thrown around is the priority date. Each person who files a petition with the USCIS receives a priority date when the government obtains your petition. A priority date establishes a person's place in line to get an immigrant visa. Keep this date handy since you will need it to compare to the dates in this bulletin. Remember that your priority date does not move, and you cannot change it except under certain circumstances. Priority dates are not relevant for immediate relatives of the US citizens as that category is always current. Number 2. Final action dates. Final action dates are based on the green card category and the chargeability area, your country of origin. Therefore, the final action dates constantly change based on how many people from each chargeability area have petitioned for that green card. If green cards are still available, the final action date will likely move closer to your priority date. If green cards are unavailable, you will not see any movement from that final action date. However, if the limit has passed, you may see the date retrogress or move backward from your priority date. Once the final action date in your green card preference level and chargeability area reaches your priority date will be considered current. Once current, you will adjust your status or go through consular processing. Number 3. Date for filing charts and I-485. The date for filing chart determines whether or not one can submit the final immigrant visa application. The final action date chart indicates whether an immigrant visa number will be available. If you need to file an adjustment of status, Form I-485, you need to follow the final action date chart to know when to file based on your priority date. However, sometimes USCIS will note that they'll accept I-485s based on the date for filing chart. USCIS will use this chart when more immigrant visas are available than applicants. July 2023 Visa Bulletins Overview and Predictions. In this new bulletin, we see some major retrogressions in the employment-based third preference category, causing delays in visa availability, most notably for India. A number of family-based categories have experienced a slight advance from the previous month, showing a steady usage of the allotted family-based visas, with the advancing categories often increasing slightly from the 8th of the month to the 22nd of the same month. For the employment-based visas, EB1 China and EB1 India hold steady, showing a steady but increased demand for EB1 visas, whereas all other countries remain current. EB-3 for all countries, except for those specially designated, have experienced a 4-month retrogression. This is a possible outcome of applicants filing for I-140 downgrades from EB2 to EB3. EB2 and EB3 China maintained its position from last month, in addition to EB2 India. However, the most pronounced facet of this month's visa bulletin is the major retrogression for EB3 India, which has tumbled from June 2012 to January 2009. This stark decrease for EB3 India will likely cause those who qualify to seek reprieve by filing for EB1, thus further bogging down the visa numbers in that category. In the alternative, others in the EB3 India category will likely seek to request upgrades to EB2. This retrogression has been predicted given the increased demand for EB3 visas for India. Previously, EB3 India was the faster advancing category among the two. Applicants who have experienced excess delays have few options for visa issuance if an I-140 priority date is no longer current or has been significantly affected by retrogression. One option is to explore porting or downgrading one's visa category. This avenue is most workable for individuals downgrading from EB2 to EB3. Since the visa cutoff dates are not completely predictable, applicants should carefully consider this option before starting the process. Some applicants may choose to watchfully wait for the next visa bulletin to make a decision. Individuals who are current, based on the July 2023 final action chart under the employment-based categories, may file for adjustment of status if all other qualifications are met. Those with overseas applications can look forward to an immigrant visa issuance or the advancement of the immigrant visa process. Individuals who are current, based on the July 2023 visa bulletin, should act quickly to complete immigrant visa and adjustment of status application requirements, as any near future retrogressions will cause additional visa issuance and adjustment of status adjudication delays. Visa bulletin for family-based green cards. The category for family-based immigration comprises 4 preference levels based on who your sponsoring family member is in relation to you. There are 5 chargeability areas for this category: China, India, Mexico, the Philippines, and all other countries. Due to the global pandemic and limited appointments at overseas consular offices, family-based immigrant visas continue to see low usage numbers. Therefore, any unused family-based visas get added to the EB categories. Family-based dates for filing charts. The dates for filing chart determines when an applicant can file an I-485. In the F1 category, China, India, and all other countries of chargeability advance to September 1, 2017. Mexico advances 1 month to January 1, 2003, and the Philippines remains on April 22, 2015. In the F2A category, all countries are current. In the F2B category, China, India, and all other countries of chargeability remain at January 1, 2017. The Philippines stayed on October 1, 2013. Mexico advances 3 months to April 1, 2002. In the F3 category, China, India, and all other countries of chargeability advance to March 1, 2010. Mexico remains at June 15, 2001, and the Philippines remains at November 8, 2003. In the F4 category, China and the rest of the world moved to March 1, 2008. India remains at February 22, 2006, while Mexico is at April 15, 2001, and Philippines remains at April 22, 2004. Final action dates for family-based green cards. The final action dates chart shows some changes since the last visa bulletin. In the F1 category, there is no change to China, India, or the rest of the world. Mexico advances to April 22, 2001, and Philippines advances to March 1, 2012. In the F2A category, China, India, and all chargeability areas remain at September 8, 2020. Mexico is at November 1, 2018, and Philippines is at September 8, 2020. In the F2B category, China, India, and the rest of the world remained on September 22, 2015, while Mexico advances to August 1, 2001, and the Philippines remained on October 22, 2011. In the F3 category, China, India, and the rest of the world advanced to December 22, 2008, while Mexico advances to January 15, 1998, and the Philippines remained on June 8, 2002. Finally, in the F4 category, China and the rest of the world advanced to April 22, 2007, India is at September 15, 2005, and the Philippines on August 22, 2002. Mexico remains at August 1, 2000. Remember, marriage-based green card applicants are known as immediate relatives and don't have to wait to receive a green card. Visa Bulletin for employment-based green cards. With 5 different preference levels and 7 chargeability areas, USCIS issues employment-based category visas through your job or occupation. The chargeability areas are China, India, Mexico, the Philippines, Central America, Vietnam, and the general category. Employment-based final action dates chart. We see some retrogressions in the final action dates chart in the employment-based category. In the EB1 category, most countries are current apart from China and India, which remain at February 1, 2022, as of this bulletin. In EB2, we see no changes. China remains at June 8, 2019. Mexico, Philippines, and the rest of the world remain at February 15, 2022. India remains at January 1, 2011. For the EB3 category, Mexico, the Philippines, and the rest of the world retrogress 4 months to February 1, 2022. Mainland China remains at April 1, 2019, while India retrogresses over 41 months to January 1, 2009. In the EB3 other category, There is no change for Mexico, Philippines, and the rest of the world. Mainland China remains at September 1, 2015. India retrogresses over 41 months to January 1, 2009. In the EB4 category, we see no change. All countries across the board remain at September 1, 2018. For EB5, all countries are current apart from China, September 8, 2015, and India, April 1, 2017. Employment-based dates for filing chart. Here are the July 2023 Visa Bulletin final action dates for employment-based immigrant visas. All countries in EB-1 are current except for China and India, which are on June 1, 2022. In EB2, we see Mexico, the Philippines, and the rest of the world remain on December 1, 2022. China remained on July 8, 2019, and India stayed on May 1, 2012. In the EB3 category, Mexico, the Philippines, Central America, and the rest of the world are at May 1, 2023. China remains at June 1, 2019, while India remains at August 1, 2012. Finally, for EB3 Other, we see Mexico, the Philippines, and the rest of the world remain at February 1, 2020. China remains at January 1, 2016, and India remains at August 1, 2012. In the EB4 category, we see no change. All dates across the board are October 1, 2018. Finally, in the EB5 unreserved category, Mexico, the Philippines, Central America, and the rest of the world are current. China remained on January 1, 2016, and India on December 8, 2019.
I hope you guys found this video extremely helpful. If you know anybody that could benefit from this information, definitely make sure to share this video with them. We are all about empowering you with knowledge. So the more people that can benefit from this video, the more people we want watching this video. If you like this video, please make sure to hit that thumbs icon. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and hit on the notification bell for more immigration updates. Bye!